Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. This will be taken short, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 22-yard line.
Wait, that. Wait, 20! Hey, Alabama. Hey, Foxtrot.
And now Bruce Arians with a play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Wait, that. 53! Hey,
tight down.
Check it.
Hey, check mark 33.
Here we go. Hey, Alpha.
Now a play fake. Brady. And he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Joe Jurevicius, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
This is taken near the 13.
Sanders on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
54 Mike. Coming this way. Here we go. He's checking.
Hey! Now.
On first down, Dickerson, space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 72 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Shadow! 33, 33. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, zoom.
Shadow!
Now Brady. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen. Soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And now Bruce Arians with a play clock running low is going to signal for a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
72.
Bravo! It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd down, here's Aikman. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now again, right side, Dickerson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hard. Jump.
On second down, Aikman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, seam six.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Deion Sanders able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. These two teams all tied after 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
I got it.
Wait, set. 380.
Black 33. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hold the look. Hold. Slip.
72. Hey, check it. Wait, we hit.
Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 27 yards there, a first down.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
Hey, Tramp. Check black 33. It's just me and you. Check.
Goal 50. Hey, wahoo. Alpha.
Brady now on first down. Finding the open man, Juravicius. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch, maybe you move some motion, maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let flow.
Hey, orbit.
52. All that.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike.
Ozzy. Wait, what do you got?
On play action, it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Hey, Mike 52.
80 weapons.
Regular.
Now Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Quick dash. Go.
Hold 50.
52. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, second.
To throw is Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Hey, exit. Regular.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike check 33.
Again, it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Joe Juravicius, the intended receiver.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
I can't believe they even let you play. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Check 99, check 99.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah,
and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, here we go. Check 26. Hit it.
2nd and 10. Aikman again. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25.
Here we go.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Coming in.
Now Aikman. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by a former Cowboy, Deion Sanders. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Motion, motion, motion. Reset, reset, reset.
72. Hey, Haywood.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back him up 5.
Come on now, let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Check Mike 33, check Mike 33.
This is our time. This is our time, guys. This is our time.
Mike, check 33.
Hey, check it.
You must be dreaming.
Check it.
Brady now to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Kevin Green in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Back's mine, back's mine.
Alert. Sugar, sugar.
Watch the whip.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, ball 66.
Here's Brady. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, ball 66. Hey, 66. Hey, zoom.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back him up halfway. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Ozzy! Ozzy! Rip! Bravo! 72!
Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Hester. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking to pass. Aikman on first down. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randy Moss, 28 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
14 yards there on a Buccaneer first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Wait, 20!
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Check it!
Check mark 33, check mark 33. Watch the slant.
Hey, orbit!
33. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
72!
Throwing again. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Mike check 33. 33.
Let's go, Shadow!
Hey, check mark 33, check mark 33.
Go!
Check.
Go, Bandit! Hey!
Throwing on third and long. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, Are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Brings up second and 7 at the 34-yard line.
On second and 7, Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 45 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
Throwing now is Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. Joe Juravicius, the intended receiver. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. That one looks like he'll throw here. And an alley to run. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Everyone, you got 4 down. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Now!
Now Aikman staring at 3rd and 2. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Stepping up, and it's a fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Let's go one more.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check it.
Mike's 40, Mike's 40.
Hey, Mike's 7.
It's our time.
Yeah, check it.
To throw again, Brady.
Hey, pick it up.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Hey, 66.
Kill.
Rip. Hey, echo. Easy. Sugar.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Brady. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down.
Watch the safety creep. Alert.
Check. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike.
One final try now for Brady. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. 50, pilot. 64, weak.
You can't block me.
Hey, Hayward.
Shit.
Defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Got it. Check right. 6-6. Pull it high. Kill. Check time.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
46-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. 55. Let go.
On 2nd down, here's Aikman. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
General West.
Now a give, right side. Dickerson, and an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Cowboys 7, Buccaneers nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady on the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snatched by the safety, Ed Reed. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Bravo! Ready?
1st down. Here's Aikman. This will be caught by Randy Moss. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, Delta.
Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Come on, set. 18, Gator. Chopper! Hey, team 6. Team 6.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. Watch the run. 40's Mike.
Get it.
Here's Aikman setting to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We got 6.
Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go on. No, 66. Hey, wahoo!
Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We go Mike 40, Mike 40. 3 bucks.
From the 24, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they get him down, but not before before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
53.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
No, 66.
No. Stay at home.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Wait,
2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Let him know.
Alert.
Let him know. Check it, hot read. You.
Check it.
Watch out.
Go Bandit. Hey, Orbit.
Check Mike 40. Target.
Alert.
Brady now on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Go.
Check 33. Yeah. You don't
Alert.
Shoot.
Go Bandit.
Shotgun now for Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a second and long.
Wait, that's 53.
No game on this defense. No game.
Motion. Hey, check Mike 33.
Alpha.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Tight jaw.
22 jet bomber. Look, squeeze. Hey, Charlie.
They'll throw on first down with Aikman. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
45. Mike, 45. Switch. 45's the Mike. Go.
On second down, Aikman. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. On third down, Dickerson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Rock it.
Switch it. Check.
Five.
Now Aikman to throw on second down. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Oh, you got deep?
Hey, high 7. Leo.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Hey.
Shit.
Now Aikman on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Don't get nervous.
Look at me. Zip it down.
Now Aikman looking to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was prime time. Deion Sanders with a sack on the corner blitz. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check my 33. Check my 33.
Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Regular. Ain't no such thing.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. Joe Jurevicius, the intended receiver.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey, box drop.
And bring it. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike. Cut.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch 12.
Go.
Now it's Aikman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former Cowboy, Deion Sanders. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Check Mike 33. Hey, check it.
On first down, Brady. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he is all the way up past the 25.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's go.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Joe Juravicius, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
33. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Hey, Zoo.
Here we go.
Let me go.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Ozzy.
Watch the pass. Check 30.
Check it.
Throwing on third and long. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Hey, check it. Hey, go 66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Joe Juravicius, the intended receiver. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hey, check Mike 45.
Yep.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Undercrush. 61, matchbox lights.
Hey, turn it up.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Aikman. He finds his man Johnson. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, lock it.
Man up, D. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken very... Now a hit and a loose football.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Check back. Shift. Watch the shift.
Ozzy!
Staying open.
Hey, Colt 66.
Let's see.
72.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down, 3 down.
Rip.
Showing it.
Hey, Colt 66. Hey, Charlie. 63 down.
Throwing again. Brady. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33. What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike, check 33. 33.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check it. Five. No, 66.
Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deion Sanders. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Hey, high 7.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 50.
Hey, Echo.
Check. He's checking. Crash.
Go.
Looking to pass. Aikman on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Aikman, 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
27,
33. Here we go.
Shadow.
Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Check it, reload.
Brady now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
You got nothing. Hey, check Mike 33. Check 53. Linda.
Check it, reload!
To try again after the sack. Brady, and that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Let's go.
72.
Check 24.
Throwing on third and long. Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Joe Juravicius, the intended receiver. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get there.
Rip. Hey, Delta. All right, here we go. Hey, 66.
To throw again. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Deion Sanders able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Alert.
Mike, check 33.
Go Bandit.
Watch the run.
Alert.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Kevin Green getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Reload.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Motion, motion, motion.
Sugar.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Army, Army. Army, Army.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Check 33. 33. So don't say
Hey, 66.
10. Under 10.
Hey, hey.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either.
Here we go.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That one complete to Okoye. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
There.
Jim.
Yes.
Aikman will throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Randy Moss, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Go. Get it.
Now Aikman staring at 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Go. Go.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hatchet. 45, Mike, 45.
They'll try and throw for it with Aikman. Man open, it's Moss, complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
45 to Mike.
Smooth.
I got you. 45 to Mike. I got you, punk.
They'll throw on 1st down with Aikman. Over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hey, Charlie.
Check. Hey, check Mike 45. Watch the run.
Now.
1st down, here's Aikman. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Switch. Check 26.
Hey. Defense.
2nd and 10. Aikman again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Five.
45 to Mike. Drop deep. Check 45 to Mike. That's right.
Leo.
Whip. Watch the whip. 25.
Hey. High 7. 5.
On 3rd down, Aikman. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, Echo. Hey, Sam off.
Safety's creeping.
Hey, lock it. Hard.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
Aikman going to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, box drop.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, let's get that ball.
Hey, Alpha.
45 to Mike.
Look at me. Zipper. Now.
Again, it's Aikman. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Aikman setting to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Fair. Bravo. Ready?
They're going on 4th down. Aikman. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports _MUT.